But with that being said, today we're going to be coming out of Matthew chapter 15. We're going to be reading verses 22 through 28. And it reads as follows. It says, "And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil." So here's this woman of Canaan, this Canaanite woman. She comes to the Lord. She says, listen, my daughter is grievously vexed. Have mercy on me, Lord. Verse 23, "But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us." So we see two things happen to her here. The Lord ignores her. He doesn't say anything. Doesn't mean that he wasn't listening, but he doesn't answer. And then yet the disciples goes to the Lord and says, listen, send her away. She's making too much noise. She's crying out too much. Verse 24, "But he answered and said," finally he's going to answer, right? "I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." So now he answers, but it isn't an answer that she's looking for, right? Because she didn't come to hear that. She came to get healing from her daughter. Verse 25, "Then came she and worshiped him, saying, Lord, help me." Verse 26, "But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs." Wow. Verse 27, "And she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their masters' tables. Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour." And I love this story because it touches on exactly what we were talking about yesterday, is if you never quit, you will never fail. And in spite of all the 4 opportunities that this lady had to quit, she did not. She did not allow her faith to waver, her faith in the Lord. Why? Because she knew, whether it was through testimony, whether it was through seeing it for her own self, or maybe a friend testified to her about something that the Lord had done. She knew it could be done. And she knew that, listen, if I give up, right, these 4 times. And what are the 4 times? First, the Lord ignores her. Second, the disciple says, send her away. 3, the third time, the Lord answer her, and it's not an answer that she wants to hear. 4th time, he answers her again. So it's an answer that she doesn't want to hear, but yet she did not allow her faith to waver. Yet she was able to find some type of strength to either continue, or either speak something contrary to what was happening. And look how everything worked out for her. One thing I learned about life being on this earth 48 years is that, listen, opposition is going to come to the things that mean the most to us. Listen, you can't have anything that you consider worthy or worth a great value, whether that's spiritually, mentally, financially, whatever have you, and not face opposition. Opposition is inevitable. That's just the way God made it. And I believe, me personally, I believe he made it that way because when we say we want something and that we're going to do something, God says, listen, opposition is coming. If you truly do believe in that, if you truly believe that that is for you, then you're going to have to press through the opposition that is going to come your way and try to stop you and discourage you and tell you that, listen, what you thought you wanted isn't really what you wanted. But if you never quit, you will never fail. And I am here to encourage you guys. Be like this Canaanite woman, right? Don't allow anything to deter you. Even if you're not hearing from the Lord right away. We seen right here, it wasn't that the Lord wasn't listening. He just didn't answer. Maybe it just wasn't time for him to answer. Maybe it's not time for him to answer you in your life. So keep pushing, keep pressing, keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking. Don't give up. Because listen, you could say to yourself, oh, I'm tired of doing all that. I've been doing all that. But guess what? If you stop doing it, you definitely ain't going to get no results, right? So you might as well keep on until the results happen. But know that I love you guys. Know that I appreciate you guys. Thank you always for joining me, here on the channel, whether you're watching from YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, help us out. Share this message, share the word to encourage somebody else. And I truly do appreciate that. With that being said, guys, this is In the Word. And without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. Without the Lord, obviously, it wouldn't be possible. But I'm going to try to be more consistent and encouraging, the people of God, those that are on the outside of the house that God wants to come in. And those of you that just may be going through and you just don't understand anything about the Lord. But I love you guys. And until the next time we get together, remember, stay in the Word. God bless. Shalom.